I'm Darren Marlar, and this is your Daily Dose of Weird News. An 18-year-old Florida youth has been arrested for posing as a doctor. His patients are irate that he's been arrested because he was the only doctor that covered the Obamacare Bronze Plan. A man in Florida is accused of using 911 because he was bored. Police say the man called 911 at least 6 times in one day recently, discussing topics including the White House and Hitler.
Yes, sir. You've called 911. Are you telling us that Hitler is there with you?
Flint, Michigan residents were paying the highest water rates in the U.S. even as their water was tainted with lead. Well, yeah, additives always raise the price of a product, don't they? Marco Rubio's It's Morning Again in America political ad actually opens with footage of Vancouver, Canada. In explanation, though, Rubio says he's not running for President of America, he's running for President of North America. From the campaign trail, Donald Trump's latest feud is with the Pope. Donald Trump has called Pope Francis disgraceful over the pontiff's suggestion that the Republican presidential frontrunner was not a Christian for his plan to build a wall at the Mexican border. Man, you have got to believe in miracles, when looking at Trump. How else can you explain him ticking off every single voting block in some way, yet still he remains at the top of the polls? Kendall and Kylie Jenner have released a new mobile game. Man, isn't that sweet? It's so nice to see the family all pitching in together to financially help Kanye like that. Climate scientists are now saying the current pause in global warming could last another 20 years, or until they get more government grant money, whichever comes first. According to a study at the University of Pennsylvania, the brains of men and women are wired completely differently. Nevertheless, though, neither one can remember where they parked their car. The USA Today Suffolk University poll finds that in a hypothetical 3-way race with Donald Trump as the Republican nominee, Bernie Sanders leading the Democratic ticket, and former New York Mayor Mike Bloomberg as an independent, Trump was chosen by 37% of likely voters, Sanders by 30% and Bloomberg by 16%. But without Bloomberg in the mix, Trump and Sanders were in a dead heat, with both getting around 44% of the vote. See, and that right there, that's how Trump is going to get Mexico to pay for the wall. So many of our people will be fleeing to Mexico, they'll be wanting to keep us out. Maintaining close ties with your good friends on Facebook, it increases your self-esteem, but it also increases your waistline. According to a study, keeping watch of your good friends' activities on social media correlates to a higher body mass index and higher levels of credit card debt. These close connections increase your self-esteem, thereby allowing you to let your guard down and temporarily lose self-control. So the solution? Well, you only friend people who make you want to puke. So are you feeling obese? Well, if so, you're not alone. Researchers say in 2 decades, half of Americans will be obese. Man, it's good to know I'm finally ahead of the curve in something in my life. That's your Daily Dose of Weird News. I'm Darren Marlar. You can find more weird news at dailydoseofweirdnews.com, where you can also download the free Daily Dose of Weird News app for Apple or Android. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope. You can hire me to voice your projects for $5. You can also find audiobooks that I've narrated and more. That's dailydoseofweirdnews.com. And if you're going to be in the Madison, Wisconsin area on Sunday, March 6th, well, come out and see me at the Madison Comic-Con. Details are in the right-hand column at dailydoseofweirdnews.com.